To understand semblance, you must also understand aura, as the two go hand in hand. As explained by Pyrrha, aura is the manifestation of one's soul. It runs through every living creature in Remnant. It's primarily used as a defense mechanism, allowing the user to take hits, that of which would normally be fatal. However, aura is also capable of being used in a different manner: semblance. Now, even though everyone may have an aura, and if controlled, a semblance, it doesn't mean that we know what each character's is to their full extent. With that said, let's begin. Ruby Rose. Her semblance has been nicknamed Speed. She can use her semblance to move at speeds that are nearly too fast for the eye to catch. It can be used to dodge attacks, disorient enemies, or make a hastily retreat if need be. Weiss Shni's semblance are glyphs. These are the hereditary semblance of the Shni family. They have a variety of effects on different objects, monsters, and people. She can often be seen using her glyphs to control motion, exerting push and pull forces on objects, and even using them as a solid surface. Weiss's sister Winter has stated that members of the Shni family are capable of summoning foes that they have previously defeated in combat, bringing them forth to fight for her own side. Blake Belladonna uses Shadow to create clones of herself. These clones are solid copies of her, but can easily be dispelled if they are hit or she moves too far away from them. They are best used to distract her enemies or take the hit for her. She is also capable of using the clone as a platform to leap off of while in midair. Yang Xiaolong. She has the ability to absorb energy from the damage she has taken and redirect it at her opponent. This in turn makes her grow even stronger with each hit. Her semblance does have a side effect, however, causing her eyes to change color from lilac to red. Jean Arc. He hasn't officially discovered his semblance, but it has been hinted, however, to be a form of shield, suggesting that it might be defensive in nature. Nora Valkyrie. Her semblance allows her to produce and channel electrical currents into her muscles, lending to her absurd strength. It appears as though she is practically immune from taking any electrical damage, as she simply absorbs any current to fuel her strength. Seemingly, it has no limit, as she was capable of taking a full blast of lightning with no damage to her aura levels whatsoever. Pyrrha has the power of polarity, giving her the ability to command the force of magnetism. She can manipulate a plethora of metallic objects simultaneously and accelerate them to high velocities. Her ability is strong enough that it allows her to manipulate even non-magnetic metals such as aluminum. Sun Wukong. His semblance is named via Sun, the ability to create clones of himself. While similar to Blake, the key difference here is that rather than leaving them behind, he projects them forward and must manipulate them into performing actions. Guldan Goodwitch. Her semblance is known as telekinesis, the ability to control and move objects. She shows a high degree of control over her semblance and is capable of using it both offensively and defensively. She is also capable of using her telekinesis to reassemble and repair broken objects. Neopolitan. She appears to be able to create very convincing illusions that can be used to fool enemies. These illusions, however, do not appear to be very solid, shattering on impact. Neo's apparent ability to teleport may also be linked to her semblance, or could very well be faked using her illusions. Emerald Sustrai. She has the power to use perception manipulation, the ability to modify the sensory information in a person's head while their brain is still processing it. She can make one or more see things that aren't necessarily there. In other words, rather than generating an illusion that everyone nearby can see, she causes her target to hallucinate. She is shown, however, to have her limits. While she seems capable of easily controlling a single mind, controlling any more than that seems to tax her own head severely. Adam Tarus. His semblance is possibly called Moon Slice. It is something very similar to Yang's semblance. He absorbs attacks with his sword and then uses that energy when cutting his opponent with a counter force. Flint Cole. Semblance, Killer Quartet. It allows him to create 3 duplicates of himself, thus creating a quartet. Each of his duplicates come equipped with a weapon of their very own, each copying the action of the original. Winter Shni. She too has the Shni family semblance of glyphs. Her glyphs do have many of the same aspects as her sister. However, unlike Weiss, Winter displays an extreme mastery over the aspect of summoning, capable of summoning miniature Nevermores as well as a full-sized Beowulf. Crow Bronzewen. His semblance presumably allows him to shapeshift into a crow. There's no definitive say that this is his semblance, but right now that is our best guess. With that said, that is going to be the end of this video. There are still plenty of characters in the world of Remnant with semblances that we haven't seen yet. They're still learning. They're still students. So who knows what they might be capable of down the road.